Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about fear and its impact on our health and well-being. In today's world of panic buying and fighting over toilet paper, fear is taking control of many of us. So how is this affecting us on a physiological level? I was reading an article by Dr. Eugene Choi, and he said that the fear of the coronavirus is actually deadlier than the virus itself. Also, the wisest man to ever live once said, "For as a man thinks in his heart, so is he." You see, our thoughts, which produce our feelings, have a definite impact on our physical health. Dr. Choi goes on to explain in the article that when we are in fear, a reactive part of our brain called the amygdala starts taking control of our actions. And this is where we enter the fight-flight response. It's this response that's causing all the panic buying we're seeing on the news today. The problem is when we are in this reactive state, our body starts producing a steroid called cortisol to help deal with the stress. And guess what cortisol does to your immune system? It weakens it. Each day we're bombarded with various bacteria, viruses, and funguses, and it's our immune system that prevents us from getting sick. But when we're stuck in the fight or flight response, our immune system is weakened, and therefore we are more susceptible to getting sick. What also happens in the fight or flight response mode is that we end up being in a selfish, self-protective state of mind, which Dr. Choi goes on to say that makes us lose the capability of displaying empathy to those around us. And that's what we're seeing in the world all around us, people stockpiling and not really thinking of the needs of humanity. On the other hand, the wisest man also wrote in Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22, "A merry heart does good like a medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones." So a positive frame of mind, a happy mind, a happy heart is actually good for us physiologically. So here are some tips to stay positive during these uncertain times. Spend time with family and friends. Stop continually checking the news. Listen to music. Get out in nature or in the garden. Practice being grateful and spend time with God in His Word. David once cried out in Psalms 34 verse 4, "I sought the Lord and He heard me and He delivered me from all my fears." So seeking God ends up relieving us of our fears as we realize there's someone greater in control of all of this and we can rely and trust on Him. While we had to practice social distancing, let's not do it out of fear, but as an act of service to protect the community around us. And lastly, let's remember, as Paul reminded Timothy, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Stay safe, everyone.